Welcome back on the channel, guys. This is a very important video. It is a very simple but super important video because we're gonna look at the main reason why so many people struggle to really rewire their mind, to really change the subconscious mind and the result and the things that they attract and manifest in their life. And the answer is so obvious, but once you get this, it will make your life so much easier. It will actually enable you, you'll actually understand by the end of this video what you can do differently to really create massive personal transformation, rewire your thought, rewire the beliefs that are creating your reality right now. And this is the thing that so many people miss, okay? And I really wanna explain it the best I can, the most simplest way, so that you can go and stop making that mistake, all right? So here's the thing. The first question I wanna ask you first, I want you to think of something that you're very good at, something maybe you even master, something you can do without thinking about it. Maybe you're very good at driving or doing skateboarding or piano or the guitar. You have amazing public speaking skill or pickup skills or leadership ability or whatever it may be, a sport that you'd like to do or yoga. Think of something you're really good at and answer this question. What is it that made you so good at it? When you first started, were you that good? Very likely not. But what is it that made you become so good at that particular skill or craft or things that you are so good at? And the key word is repetition. You've done it so many times, you've immersed yourself, you've become so accustomed, it's become so natural, you've built up that muscle so often that you can now do it without even thinking about it. It is so deeply part of you, okay? And that is the key to rewire your mind, to have an outstanding personal transformation, to make fast results, to make big shifts in your life. Transform your mind, you need repetition. It is the key. And often what I see so many people who tell me I can't manifest, or this is not happening, or I'm trying all those techniques and tools, I don't see my result, what am I doing wrong? Often the answer is that they don't have enough repetition. They do too many things. They try this technique on this channel and they try this technique on that channel, and then they try that book and that thing and that. They do so many different things, but they never commit to really one thing. And that is a mistake. So the outcome I really want you to get from this video is the importance of repetition, because here's the thing, everybody wants some form of result in your life. Whatever your goal, whatever you desire, whatever you want to create, achieve, and manifest, you are after something. And right now, your life is a reflection of your subconscious program. All right, and this chart here represents the conscious mind. Here's the subconscious mind, and here's your body. And of course, this is just a simple, way to explain it, but it's all one thing. Your life right now is run by all those beliefs, emotions, habits that are subconscious, that you picked up ever since you were very young. Okay, many are great, some are bad, many are indifferent, but all of them contribute to create the result that you have, whether it's financial, emotional, physical, at your work. All of these things comes because of your state of consciousness. Okay, the reason why two people who grew up in the same family and in the same environment end up in two different places has nothing to do with the family or the environment that they grew in, because it was the same, but it was due to the program that they created because of what was happening around them. So those programs are subjective and different for every single one of us. Now, those programs are neither good or bad. You have the ability, the responsibility to change those programs if they're not working for you. If you're not getting the result that you want, or if you want better result than you're getting now, you are responsible for changing your result now, regardless of why and who and how those negative programs may have been created. You are where you are, and you have to accept that this is where you are, this is what's happening, and you have power and the ability to create long-lasting radical shift now by understanding the simple thing of how the mind works. You see, right now your programs, when you work unconscious all day long, things like that, creates not only how you feel in the body, right, emotions here, that comes based on all the beliefs you have, but it also creates the thoughts, the mental pictures that you have about the world and the information that comes to you. So your goal as a conscious creator is to be like, stop, this, I cannot control what's happening around me, but I can control the way I perceive it. I can control the thought, the mental picture, the way I feel, and what I do about it to create a new outcome, a new desire, a new reality. So in order to do that, you need to take conscious control of that part of your mind. It's like the CEO, right? Consciously deciding, okay, this now means that. Creating a new meaning. Or maybe even seeing yourself differently. Instead of telling yourself, I'm stupid, I'm ugly, I'm never gonna make it, stop. From now on, I'm gonna see myself as a confident, charismatic, resourceful person who can achieve and create anything that is worthy of love, of money, of abundance, of anything he desires. So you can create new thoughts and mental pictures in your mind. Okay? And you know that if you've been on this channel for a while, if you've been in this personal development for a while, you have experiences of what happens when you start to engage in positive thinking, in visualization, in feeling it real. You start to feel a certain way. You start to get very excited, very grateful, very happy. And in some cases, you might even get some amazing result out of it, some amazing manifestation. Things happen. But why is it that sometimes maybe it works, maybe it never works for you, or sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work? What is it that truly will make things work all of the time? What is it that will truly make the big difference? And so often the answer is here. But we have to remain consistent, no matter how long it takes, because you can think of those programs that have been in your subconscious mind for a long time, and those programs have a lot of energy. No matter the nature, no matter whether they're good or bad, if you have had a belief that you're stupid for 15 years, there's tremendous amount of repetition, tremendous amount of energy. You have conditioned your mind and your body to believe that this is true. And you have so many evidence from your outside world in your results to confirm this belief. So sometimes it takes longer to change a subconscious belief. And that's why repetition is so important. Because the more you allow your mind to soak in that new information, whether you use gratitude or imagination or thinking or whatever other tools, and I share a lot of tools on this channel, so I'm not going to go into how and what to do to create that picture or that thought in your mind. You can check out the channel here. But the more you spend energy and focus to stay aware of how you think, to stay aware of what's happening in your awareness, to stay aware of what you're communicating to your mind and how you feel in your body, the more you do that, at some point, what is going to happen is that your subconscious mind will take on that new belief and will shift. And once you make that shift, all of a sudden, your result here will start to change as well. But in order to create different programs, in order to rewire your mind, it really takes a lot of repetition. Think of any skills you've learned, think of anything you do. You wouldn't go to a new job and in 5 minutes expect to know everything you need to know and be able to do it very, very well. You wouldn't go to the gym and expect to become fit and good in just once a month and be done. So here's the thing. Here's the thing to keep this simple. You have to remain consistent with the mental thought, the mental picture, the mental thing that you're trying to create in your physical reality. You have to remain consistent with it until your subconscious mind fully absorbs it, until you fully start to act it out automatically, normally. That means that you are responding to your environment in a new way, even when you're not paying attention. That means that you start to see new evidence in your result to confirm the new thoughts and the new mental pictures and the new self-image that you've created. But here is the pitfall when you start to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, I'm going to do a little bit of gratitude, I'm going to do a little bit of that technique, a little bit of Philly Tree, a little bit of scripting, a little bit of that, it's easier, in my personal opinion and in my personal experience, to stick to one thing. Stick to one thing for 30 days, do it, nail it very, very well until you can really see what result it creates in your life, until you can really create a habitual pattern of doing that one thing. Because then the momentum is on your way, right? If you're trying to visualize, maybe at first you're not so good or it's not that easy for you to visualize, but with time, it will become easier. It's like, imagine trying a new diet. One day you're doing a keto diet, one day you're vegan, one day you're doing a carnivore diet, one day you do no fucking diet. You have to stick to one thing. All of them work. Find one that works for you. Find one that you feel most naturally inclined to try or to do. Follow your intuition. But whatever you do, use repetition. Immerse yourself in it. Saturate your mind with it. And above all, remain consistent and faithful with it. And this doesn't need to be like a punishment. No, have fun with it. Relax into it. Know why you do it. And I guarantee you that if you stick with it, you will start to see things change around you. And if you start to pay attention to what's happening around you, and you start to be like, oh, I'm getting luckier. Oh, I feel better about myself. Oh, people respond differently to me. Oh, I talk differently, I walk differently, I start to feel differently in my body. All those confirmations and evidence will then help you strengthen the new thought, the new belief, the new attitude, the new things that you're trying to create. And the momentum will just grow and grow and grow, and your reality will completely shift. Sometimes it is faster. Sometimes it takes a little bit more time. It really depends on my personal experience of how strong those old programs have been doing. If you lived in scarcity your whole life, worried about money, it might take more than 5 minutes a day to reprogram your mind for abundance and prosperity and self-worth. Does that make sense? But if you stick with it, you'll get the result. I hope that makes sense, guys. The key word to reprogram your mind is repetition. How often do you allow yourself to think and feel and imagine being the person you want to be, having the things you want to be, and responding to life the way you want to be? That's the key, repetition. I hope this video is helpful and empowering you guys. Let me know what you think down in the comment. I'll see you next time. Be well.